YouTube, what's up? It's Jake here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have an amazing video basically talking about some huge profits we made, and I want to tell you guys how you can make profit kind of using the same methodology and get right into it. This is my biggest profit on FIFA 22. There were some really good trades I made. If you guys enjoyed today's video, all that I ask is that you like the video. Really helps our channel grow.
I have to be liked.
And if you're new here and you learned something, consider subscribing. I know that people on the channel are going to make a lot more coins this year than those who are not. Alright, so let's get right into it. On my screen here, you're seeing Renan Lodi. So this card had a really interesting kind of thing happen to him. He was extinct at 100k, meaning 100k was his max price range. That was the absolute max you could list him for, and the community decided that that was too cheap for the card. So what happened was, he was part of the mini release. So what happened was, from Sunday to Wednesday, people kept buying this card at 100k, okay? Okay. And that was a lot of supply. It was a lot to keep buying, but basically it was really hard to get him at 100k, but some people were getting him and they were thinking he would go up in value, right? They were buying him and they wanted him to go up in price. He got listed yesterday right after his PR update date, okay? So he got listed yesterday at like 100 to 110k. So what happened was, people that sniped this card for the last 3 days, everyone tried to list him right away. They thought, okay, let me take the profit on him. I want to cash out right away. And because thousands of people listed the card that they bought over the 3 days, his price actually crashed down to almost the price he went extinct at. He was very easy to buy at 110k, 112k, but you could even find him at like 105k on bid, 106k, 107k. And kind of what I thought about that card is, I thought it looked pretty low to me. I thought the community made him extinct kind of for a reason. You know, maybe rightfully so he was extinct. Kind of what I compared him to was this Mendy card, and Mendy's a great player in foot, but Lodi's higher rated already and is a live card. He's got great links as well. So I thought to myself, you know, I really don't think this Lodi's gonna drop any lower than his previous PR at 100k, and he's definitely not going lower than Mendy. So I thought, you know what, let's take the risk. And all week I've been telling people I think this card is worth 130 to 150k, and right now he is falling in that range. I kind of based my decision primarily off of just my past knowledge. I use Mendy as a gauge, and then I said to myself, you know what, I think now that this card is out of packs, because they finally updated his price range when he was already out of packs, so he had no more supply coming on, I thought it would be a good buy. So what I did was I picked up 30 Lodis at like 105 to 112k, and here we'll show you some screens showing my buy price. You guys know I'm pretty transparent about that. I ended up selling him, and you guys can see here, I ended up selling him for like 143, 144, 147, I think all the way up to 149. I even got a crazy lazy at 199. I ended up making 930k profit within 24 hours on this. This is something you guys can look for, because sometimes when people are sniping cards that are extinct, they really don't know a ton about the market. They just think, hey, this card might be too low, or he's not on the market, everyone else is kind of doing it. Then they might panic sell right afterwards. So he was even down to like 105k on Xbox, same thing with PC, so he was good across all consoles to buy right after that PR update. And what happened was, everyone flooded the market with him, brought down his price, and now he's getting more rare and going up in price. So it was literally 930k profit within 24 hours. So that is just part one. Alright, so this is part two, and this is an even bigger trade than Lodi, and this was the big one I went in on. On Sunday, I actually really liked this Amavi card at 31k. Kind of the reason I liked him was because he was falling in line with the road to the knockout fodder. We kind of talked about that in our last video, but if you missed it, basically the lower rated road to the knockout cards are considered fodder based. So like Verissimo, Male, whatever it is, these cards are pretty much fodder based. So they're used in SBCs right now, okay? That is because Bernardo Silva and Politano has a road to the knockout requirement. So people are using him. If you guys are planning to do that, try to do that Cruza objective. You can do that, or even complete Kostic. He would be cheaper than these cards. So I don't know why people are buying them so much, but that's the community. They're kind of lazy. Something to be aware of. He was falling right in line with them, and he still is. But the thing is that I liked about this Amavi is he's actually a pretty decent card. If you compare him to Lodi, they're not that dissimilar. Of course, Lodi's a little bit better, but I would literally just say marginally. The thing about Amavi that I really liked is he's the best left back in League 1, and Marquinhos and Kimpembe are crazy popular this year. You guys probably know that if you've been playing. You've seen a million Kimpembe. I thought to myself, this Amavi has to go up in price, and I liked him at 31k. And then, like I talked about, on Sunday, EA hit us with a ton of supply. I mean, like, more than they ever have on a Sunday. And he actually dropped all the way down to 24 to 26k.
You're lying, blood. You gotta be lying.
And again, you know what? I don't even need to show you a screenshot because I can show you guys live. I have my Amavis and I bought him at like 24 to 26k, and I actually bought 226 of them. So you guys are seeing all these Amavis. I have some in unassigned as well, and I have some on my trade pile, but I have 226 of these at like 24 to 26k. As you see right now, he's selling at 37k plus. I'm kind of lazily listing him on my transfer list for like 39ish, seeing if he sells there, and if he does, that's good for me. You'll see a few of them are selling here, but this is like 10k profit per card pretty much, which is absolutely nuts on this budget. And I put in like 6 million coins into him, so it's gonna return somewhere around like 2 to 2.5 million coins, I believe.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Yeah, it was a really, really nice move, and I did it for multiple reasons. And you guys, if you watched my last video, hopefully you guys are learning something. I wanted to talk about one more thing that did happen with the market and how you could have made some really quite simple coins today. So I've been talking to you guys a lot about fodder, right? And these Road to the Knockout cards are out of packs, but there are still ongoing SBCs for them, right? Politano and Bernardo Silva are super in demand, and they're still out. And Politano's still out actually for 2 more days, which is crazy. And these cards, guys, they don't have any supply, so there's really no way they're going to drop down in price. And if you guys would have taken the knowledge that we applied of saying like, okay, fodder prices are going to go up for these because there's no supply, you could have made a good chunk of coins on all these cards even today. So Verissimo was like 33 to 32k last night on bid. He's all the way up to 38k now. Why? People get their rewards from rivals and they go complete SBCs, and they're completing Bernardo and needing a Road to the Knockout card. Same thing happened on Xbox, right? It doesn't really matter what console you're on. Fodder actually tends to be a little bit better on Xbox. Get him at 35-ish overnight. He's 41k right now. So you're talking about 3 to 5k profit per card. And hopefully you guys are starting to gain this knowledge being on this channel. You're saying, okay, Jake said that these are being used in SBCs and that they're constantly rising. They have no more supply, but it makes sense for them to rise. And I want you guys to be able to start piecing those things together, because the profit you can make if you do is pretty much limitless. We made like 3 million coins in the last few days here off the Amavis and then the Lodis, and that is what I base my trades off of. So hopefully this video helps you determine who might be good to buy and why they might be good to buy, and you can make coins in the future on it. If you guys like today's video, again, just make sure you like the video. It helps us out a lot. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Like I said, I know you'll make a lot more coins being here and watching the videos than if not. And turn on that notification bell. We're going to be putting out videos really frequently, and some will be kind of time sensitive for investments and stuff. Turn on that notification bell. It really helps us out, and see you guys next time. Peace.